What's up YouTube, Dustin Jones here. This video is for beginner riders on motorcycles. If you have a motorcycle, that would be great. If you don't, and if you just want to learn how to get the basics down before you get on the streets, well, you might want to pay attention because I'm going to show you the basics on how to ride a motorcycle. Before I start anything or show you anything, I want to advise you before you get on a motorcycle is obviously have all your gear, especially when you're very new to motorcycles, because just in case if you fall or you're in a predicament of you don't know what to do, you might hurt yourself. So it's always good to have all your gear, gloves, especially a helmet, even though you really don't need one, but it's always good to have one. So make sure you have all that stuff, and then we get onto the riding. First things first, like I said, always have your gear on before you get on the street. Make sure you have all that down. So let's get started, and like I said, this is for beginner riders only. Alright, so it might sound boring for all the other ones, but this is only for beginners. Okay, so let's get started. Alright, as you can see here, I have my Iron 883 Harley Davidson. Yeah, so like I said, this goes for any bikers. All bike is the same. Riding wise, not really, but all bikes has the same. It has the same clutch, brakes, you know, gear and everything. So what I want to show you for beginners is pretty much the basics. So you have here, you have your throttle right there. That's what makes the bike go. This is your front brake right here, and this is your rear brake right here. On the other side, you got your clutch right here, and this is your gear right here. Right now I have it in neutral. When it stands on neutral, with the bike off or on, it can roll. It can move wherever you want it to go. If it's in any gear, first, second, third, fourth, or fifth, or like you have a sport bike, 6th gear, it doesn't matter, and you have the bike cut off, it will not move. It'll roll a little bit and it'll stop. That lets you know that you're in gear. And advise, when you're in gear and you have your bike run, your bike is on and running, and you're in gear, make sure you're holding this clutch in. If not, it will cut off. It will roll off and it will cut off on you. So make sure when you're getting ready to leave and all that, make sure if you are in gear, hold this clutch in. If not, leave it in neutral and you can let it out and let it sit there and run. So yeah, let's get on it. Like I said, right now I have it in neutral. Oh, always make sure before you go, because most of the bikes nowadays, the bike will shut off on you if your kickstand is still out. So make sure that's the first thing you do before you start rolling off on the street, is that your kickstand is back. Okay. So this is your throttle, this is your front brake, your clutch right here, and your gear right here, and this is your rear brake. Alright, like I said, I'm in neutral, so I'm able to roll my bike any way I please to. Just like a car. When you're in neutral, you can roll off anywhere. You're in gear, you're stuck. I'm going to hold the clutch in, put it down in first, roll, and it's going to stop. See? It's going to stop. Hold the clutch in, pick it halfway. It's in neutral. Just like that. Alright. Always make sure your handles is always to your left before you let off the bike. And another thing, when you are parked in a parking lot, it doesn't matter if it's a flat surface or up a hill or downhill. Especially, it's really important if you're on an uphill parking lot, make sure you roll the bike backwards. Make sure the bike is facing towards you. That way when you start and ready to go, it'll be easy for you to roll off, and you were never able to back up if you got the bike punt forward. Alright? So make sure you got that down as well. I would show you the startup for first gear and rolling off, but this bike is so fucking loud that you might not be able to hear my voice. So what I'm going to do is I'm pretty much not going to say anything, and just make sure you look very carefully, pay attention, eyes only, on how my hand works and pretty much how my hand maneuvers from the bike. So I'm going to start her up and I'm going to show you how to roll off from first gear. Alright? Pretty easy when you get the hang of it. Start it up. Just like a car. When you have a manual car, when you have that in first gear, you gotta let off easy on the clutch. When you have your clutch in, you gotta let it off easy. The bike is gonna start rolling. Once she starts rolling, that's when you have time to throttle the bike. At the same time, letting go of the clutch, same time throttling the gear, throttling the throttle. So that way the bike will start rolling on and it'll be going on the first gear. Once you get first gear down, you pretty much have it all set. Everything else is easy as hell. If you don't get the rest down, then you really seriously need some help. So once you get first gear down, you are set to go. So like I said, I'm going to crank the bike up and watch my hands, watch my throttle, and you're going to see how the bike rolls off from first gear. Alright? If you can still hear me, show you how to let off from first. Right now I'm in neutral, so that's why I can let off anything. The clutch is out, the throttle's out, I'm in the run, the motor's still running. It's in neutral. What I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the clutch in all the way, flip it down to first. Now I'm in first. If I let off this clutch, the bike will cut off on me. So, I'm going to let off the clutch a little bit, and you're going to watch the bike roll off a little bit, okay? Watch my hands. That I'm not pushing the bike. Watch, I'm gonna have my feet right here. I'm not pushing the bike at all. That's indicating that the clutch is letting off and the bike is ready to go. Which that's called friction zone. Friction zone is when you let off the clutch and the throttle at the same time. The bike is gonna move. I guess here we go again. Put my feet out. Let off the clutch just a little bit where the bike's rolling off. Like that. Now, I'm going to show you, once you start letting off the clutch easily, I'm going to start throttling the throttle at the same time. That way the bike will start going on first gear. Letting off the clutch, watch here, watch carefully. Rolling, throttle. Just like that. Still hold the clutch and we're going really slow. Watch carefully. Clutch out, throttle at the same time once it starts rolling. Still holding that clutch just a little bit. Off the clutch. Once you get in neutral, indicating you are in neutral, you can let off the clutch, the bike's going to run. Now you can cut off the bike, kickstand, just like that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is for beginner riders only. Hope what I showed you would really help you out. I'm going to do a next video on Ultimate and then Expert. You're probably wondering, well, why listen to this guy? Well, actually, I've been riding for over a year now. I took the rider's course long time ago, and I got a perfect score on it. Matter of fact, the coach himself asked me if I can work for him as an instructor for the bikers, and I refused it because I don't really have the time for that. But like I said, I've been riding over a year. I got a perfect score in my riding class, and I know what I'm doing. I ride multiple bikes. I rode cruisers, sport bikes, anything but a scooter. If anyone has a scooter and you're watching this video, you are complete dumbass, because scooters are slow, they're automatic, and they're ugly looking. So why in the hell would you even waste your money on that? But I'm not even gonna go there. But like I said, if you have a cruiser, sport bike, anything that's manual wise on 2 wheels, I'm here to show you for beginner riders. Like I said, I'm gonna be posting another video for Ultimate for going from first to second to even third gear. But like I said, this is the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and I hope this video helped you out. Thank you.